Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on pages 38 and 39 of the Alfred's book All-in-One course, book 3. The name of this song here today is The Mermaid. This one here is in the key of G major, which means all of the F's are going to be sharp. If you ever have an F, bring it up to this black key right here, and that's what it's going to be. It won't be this one. The only time you play it is with the right hand, actually. Let's now talk about the hand positions. The book asks us to place our hands like this, which means our thumbs are going to cross like that, which is kind of uncomfortable. That's not really practical in my opinion. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to place your left hand here in F position. Don't worry, you won't have to play F sharp here with your left hand. So place your fingers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way up to C, okay? And then for the right hand, place finger number 1 on D, 2 on E, 3 on F sharp, 4 on G, and then 5 on A, just like that. So this is the hand positions that you are going to be using. These are them. Let's go ahead and listen to a demonstration of what this is going to sound like. There will be some pedal usage there on the second page, so look forward to that. All right, here we go. Let's listen carefully with a pickup of 1 beat. 1, 2, 3. Kind of strange though, the pattern of the whole 2 quarter note harmonic intervals in the right hand does not include a pedal for the last measure there. But that's okay because we're holding the last one with a fermata. Okay, so once you have determined what the fingerings are, I'm going to ask you to scratch out or cross out all the fingerings that you have written in this music and write in the new fingerings based on these hand positions. If you have to write a fingering for each of these notes, perfectly fine. So make sure you put the right hand notes on top of the note and then the left hand notes on the bottom of the note. Okay. Let's go ahead now and go over these notes here. We're going to take a look. We have some phrases with slurs. Take your pencil and draw a slash after the end of each slur, making sure that we lift when we're supposed to be. Okay, there is a lift kind of right here. Now when you have the lift after where the pedal is, I want you to put the slash after the pedal and before the next slur, okay? Because we don't exactly want to lift during the pedal. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's not really good practice with finger articulations to do that. Besides, we have a dotted half now. So put a slash there just before the next phrase. Boom, we slash or lift after the fermata anyways. And then we hold down with G for the left hand while the right hand plays in a G position actually. Harmonic thirds with the second one being longer for the fermata. Let's go ahead now and take a look at these notes. We have some nice looking rhythms here. Make sure that we understand the difference between the eighth notes and the quarter notes. 4 and 1, 2, 3. 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, etc. Okay? So let's go ahead and play through these notes. And we're going to say the note name, okay? Notice that a lot of these eighth notes are repeated legato here on the first page. Okay, so when you have the repeated legato, do your best to not allow a lift in between. Here we go. Hands in position. 1, 2, 3. G, G, A, B, C, D, D, E, F sharp, G, lift. That's the first lift right there. So notice as you are playing these notes, you're kind of going up the scale. You're starting on G, going through F sharp. By the way, remember F sharp is to be played with finger number 3, and we end on G with finger number 4. After this G quarter note, we lift, add a space of silence. 2, 3, lift again. Repeated legato. G, G, A, B, C, D, D, E, F sharp, G. Now this is kind of similar to the very first two systems there, or the very first two measures. There not only is the slur going up the scale, but there's also a crescendo. I want you to try your best to crescendo just to forte, okay? And then we have the decrescendo from forte after the lift. F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, 2, 3. Now, the decrescendo says to nothing really, but the next dynamic, notice the dynamic is close to the left hand, the piano. Now that refers to the melody usually being louder than the accompaniment. In this case, the accompaniment are the harmonic intervals in the right hand. So that means if we're going to decrescendo here, I would decrescendo to piano and then start at piano so we don't have a huge gap or a huge drop in the volume from this G dotted half note to the eighth notes. So that means if the left hand is going to be the melody, here, cut the pickup to the next page, your right hand needs to be even softer than piano, pianissimo. Okay, so let's go ahead and start there, that pickup to page 39, piano. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, G, A, B. And then of course when we play that, your left hand is going to mostly be with the pedal. The right hand will be caught with it as well, so that's perfectly fine. But this is a very soft area, okay? Try not to bang anything at all. And then as I mentioned previously, remember the lift, or excuse me, the pedal will come down after playing B, okay? And then once we bring that down with the pedal, make sure that the quarter notes in the right hand are not only softer, but they're even when being played. And then before we play with the next little slur there, lift both together. It's perfectly fine to lift the pedal with the finger for the non-legato lift before the next slur. That's perfectly okay. So let's try that again. Down, lift, and this is all legato and still piano. Down. Now we have here at the end mezzo forte dynamic, so that's going to be a huge difference between the piano and that one. And then a crescendo with the decrescendo and a ritardando. My apologies, I meant crescendo. And at the same time as the crescendo gets louder, we are doing a ritardando where we hold fermata there, lift, back to the regular tempo, and decrescendo, holding for the last one because of the fermata. Let's go over those notes again and say them, starting from the pickup once again. G, A, B, fourth, fourth, lift, A, B, C, third, third, lift, B, C, D, G, D, C, B, fourth, fourth, lift, G, G, A, B, C, D, D, E, F sharp, G, lift, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, legato, G. Now I did a little ritardando, which is not correct. Make sure it's the same tempo from the beginning. Okay, so that's the way this one is supposed to be played, the Mermaid. Make sure that you are playing with the correct fingerings first of all. Then observe the articulations where the lifts are supposed to be. Pedal, you press down on the dotted half note, and then the pedal comes down right afterwards before you start playing those harmonic intervals in the right hand. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and play the duet part here so you can hear that, and you can play along. Okay? So let's go ahead now and prepare for this. Now, when you do the duet with me, make sure that you are perfectly capable of playing the Mermaid at tempo of 60, including with the ritardando and, of course, the a tempo at the end there. Okay, so listen, play along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. So that's the duet part. See if you can follow along. We'll try it together at your lesson as well. Okay, so this is the Mermaid, and we will see you at next lesson. Bye.